Well, the socialists were very well composed, very well disciplined, had a system of leadership, had a system of devising strategies, had a system of contradicting the imperial forces of the Tsar Empire, and they didn't take very long to proliferate their messages among the working classes. Well, the working classes in Russia in early part of the 20th century were very, very wretched. And yes, even the conditions in Europe were not very ideal. But if we compare the condition of the masses, the working class of Rus with that of the Europe one, we may see a striking difference, and one could very categorically remark that the masses were very wretched and poorly kept, and whole of the riches of the country were in fact manipulated by the Tsar regime, and they had committed so much of the atrocities that anyone who could come along with an ideology of socialism would certainly win their support. So this ideology in fact proliferated among the masses. It was very well accepted by the peasantry, it was very well accepted by the coolies, it was very well accepted by the labor, it was very well accepted by the working class, it was very well accepted by the workers of factories, it was very well accepted all throughout the country. And it became the base for the opposing forces, who manipulated the same, developed the military expedition, and they could collapse the Tsar Empire in a very short period of time. When the Great War started in Europe, 1913, 1918, World War I, Russia was a part of it, a Tsar's Russia was a part of it, and should I say, they were not just a part of it, they were probably one of the instigators of the war. So Russia was an active part of World War I, 1914, 1918. And there were other actors of the war, talk about Germany, talk about France, talk about Austria-Hungary, talk about Serbia, talk about Britain. There were various actors of the war. I talk about Ottoman Empire as well. Ottomans were there as well. Talk about Italy. If I have made some of the exemptions, it's not intentional in fact. Well, I'm trying to concentrate on my topic rather than going hairy-fairy, trying to concentrate on the topic and then explain the things as I move around with it. Well, the counter forces in Russia in the early part of the 20th century, when the war was on Europe, 1914, 1918, and the war simply went out of the European borders. The war was in Middle East, the war was in Asia, and the war quickly spread and became a global war. Russia was a part of it, Tsars were a part of it.